things rather than just projecting their memories, and save them for future viewing.
Or you go with, you just found this on a buried USB drive. Yeah.
I think my favorite apocalypse meme was, as we get closer to the apocalypse, remember to write down your last few memories and leave them strategically located around your house to make it more interesting for future adventurers.
Hello.
Oh, that's terrible. Put it on like Betamax.
Excellent. We'll do better next time. Screw it, we'll do it live. We can wait. Hold for technical details. Meanwhile, everyone looking at the board, please ignore the mind flayer. It won't be relevant. You hope.
You say that.
I did already test roll the tentacles.
Oh my.
I didn't know we were going to this. I didn't know we were going to the spa already.
Check this out. Add that for Friday.
Hello, hello, hello.
I am willing to make.
Well, I am paying for extra services for Kayla, so do they have a mind flare?
That pause should tell you everything about the answer. And of course,
Okay,
yes.
Let's see. Can you guys hear me now? On the Twitch stream. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Anna is talking now.
Hey, where'd Anna go? Is she still talking?
No, you know what, Elliot? I know you can hear me. So
Anna, are you there? Anna!
I don't know. Okay, I don't even know.
I'd make a great salamander joke, but that might break her final thread. We don't want to stress out our dearly beloved Anna.
You know what? Now I am the auditory hallucination for all of you guys. There.
Oh, how the turntables!
Yes, how the turntables. I am in your mind.
How the turntables of turntables.
Okay, I think I think we're good. Let's see. I'm going to wait on someone who's not okay, let's see. Final 9 Jokey confirmation. Can you hear all of our players? Okay, that may be okay. You know what? Technical difficulties. Always fun. Okay. So, Sweet Basket of Mercy, thank you for your confirmation. I do believe we are ready to go. Shall I read us in, Dallas?
That would be amazing.
Excellent. So, good evening, everyone. This is just your friendly reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit that none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties, as we've already experienced, and or interruptions from pets and toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. So, first, we're going to introduce ourselves in the order we see in our Discord chat. So, please tell us your name, character name, and our DM's question of the night is, if you were a bender, which element would you bend and why? So, hi, I'm Anna. I'm first in the chat, so you're going to keep hearing me. Here we go. I am co-DM here, and I'm going to be playing Dagmar tonight. And if I were a bender, I would be a water bender because I just don't think limitations should apply.
Greetings all, I am Harrison, but in the chat, my character name's up. So tonight I'll be playing the lovely and wonderful, marvelous and inspiring Buckle. As for the DM's question, if I were a bender, probably like an earth bender, either for the subset of lava bending, or, actually metal bending would be best, because then as a metal bender, I can say, you can kiss my shiny metal ass. Crossovers!
Opening up the bard can early, I see. I'm here for it.
Why, but of course, is that not the fun?
Hello everyone, I am Dallas MacArthur. I'm one of the co-DMs here, and I am solely responsible for the premise tonight. I do not know yet if I am sorry. We will leave that up to how things actually go.
You will be.
That is probably true. If I were a bender, I would be a firebender. Not only because fire is a awesome element to bend, but also because, in my opinion, I think the core personality trait of firebending is passion. And it is definitely where I fall on the personality types. I am the passionate personality, so I feel like it's a good fit.
Oh, it's my turn. Hi,
It's your turn.
hooray! I'm Danielle, the resident artist. I guess you can call me that because I've done 4 out of the 5 art pieces for characters. I'll post them in chat. I have them on my DeviantArt. And I will be playing Cadence Trotter. So yeah. My bender, if I were a bender, I'd tell you what I'd be. I'd be an airbender, that'd be me. And the reason I would be an airbender is because I think I've played too much Stick of Truth. And if heartbending sounds funny as hell.
My turn? Is it my turn? It is my turn. Hi, I'm Elliot, and I will be playing Shepard. So, as I mentioned earlier, I definitely originally read that as Blender, not Bender, when Dallas messaged that to us earlier. So, I would be a Vitamix if I were a Blender. If I were a Bender, however, what style is like the most anxious? That's kind of where I would be. Like, I don't know, airbending, firebending. I don't know. I've never been able to settle on a single element.
Fair enough. I'd vote for you for Avatar.
Oh God, that's a mistake. I wouldn't vote for myself for Avatar. Holy crap! No, I'd be like the cabbage guy if anything. Are you kidding?
You would be the cabbage bender.
I would be a cabbage vendor bender.
All right, Jonathan, you're last up.
Alright. I'm Johnny. My character is Bjorn the Magnificent. Actually, it's the Tantalizing Mime. Ooh. This is probably about the most dialogue you'll hear from me. If I had to choose a bending style, it'd probably be water. Because that's like one of my calm places. In and around that water.
Makes sense. Well, I am going to drop the premise of what is going on, the 2 or 3 sentence prologue to all of this tonight. While that is going on, if I could get all of my players to roll initiative, and if you click on the number next to your name on that handy turn order thing, you can put your own initiative numbers in. So while you all do that, the king has announced across all the land that there is to be a tournament A neighboring kingdom has brought their finest fighters and combatants to battle for the honor of who has primest athletes, the strongest and most powerful fighters. So obviously, any bard worth their salt is coming to this fantastic event to witness history in the making. Crowns could be passed around, hands could be given in marriage, there will be drama, there will be blood. Where else would you be? As the players, you are each taking the role of one of these bards, and you're arriving more or less together outside the Grand Castle. We are going to arrive in initiative order.
What do you call a plurality of bards? Just any ideas?
Seduction.
A drama,
Yeah,
I
really.
have been recommended. That's excellent.
A drama is pretty good.
A troop.
I was thinking like a flock.
Let's see.
Flock of bards.
A murder.
A murder of bards. Oh.
A grumble,
A band of bards.
which is the plurality of pug, by the way. A group of pugs is called a grumble.
A moan.
Troop, company.
Things I didn't expect to learn tonight.
Hey, we got hurdy-gurdy tuning. We got pug pluralities. This is an educational channel, I'm telling you.
Educational
It is.
channel thanks entirely to Elliot.
Talked about sardine anatomy at one point.
What?
One of my games got into like an hour discourse about centaur anatomy one time. That was a great time.
I know we punched a hole through one.
And the space-time continuum, but that was another game. Bjorn, what'd you get for your initiative?
I didn't save.
Apparently not.
And it's Bjorn.
No,
Bjorn,
sometimes you have
sorry.
to hit enter for it to work.
Viking. Or
It's going
Scandinavian.
to be like baby Bjorn. Like that's where my brain is.
You mean Bjorn? It's a people.
All right. Dagmar, you are first to arrive at the castle. Please give us a basic description of your character and a couple of introductory actions.
Sure. So when you see Dagmar, she is wearing one of the prettiest dresses that she owns. You see a small 4'11" purple tiefling who probably ought not to be adventuring as she is just 12 years old. She carries a drum almost as big as she is, and if you look closely, on her belt is a rather large coil of string, and her eyes are just lit up with all of the excitement you would expect. So, as she enters the castle, she is going to be practically skipping down the hallway. Does she encounter anybody going down the hallway?
No, not in the hallway. There are people in the courtyard and in the Great Hall, and if you look at any of them in particular, I can give you more information.
She's looking for someone who. She's looking for a responsible adult who could tell her where she ought to be.
Roll perception.
Roll for adult.
Roll
Roll
for
for
adult.
Roll for adult.
That
You
would
might need
be
a full picture of the mind flayer at some point.
that would be a 19.
A 19? Okay. So if you'd rolled low enough, the mind flayer would have been what looked like the most responsible adult. And that would have been a great conversation.
Excellent.
But as it turns out, this gentleman right here is very tall, has one of those nice square superhero chins, a very full, elegant beard, a short ponytail, and a monocle. He looks responsible. This one right here.
Dagmar looks around and eventually finds this person, she goes and tugs on the back of his
I need a
coat.
perception. I do need a secondary perception check.
Secondary
This is
perception
important.
check. Absolutely. That is a 18.
There are several large buckets of paint nearby.
What colors?
I zoom in and you can see.
Excellent. Good.
The man
Dagmar.
looks down
Yeah.
and strokes his beard thoughtfully. Can I help you, young
Hi.
lady?
Hi, my name's Dagmar. I'm here for the tournament.
Aren't you a little young to fight? He looks over at this woman here, who looks very, very tough and much older.
Oh, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to play my drum, see? And she holds out her ginormous drum.
I do see. Looks
Where
around.
can I go? I'm ready to be helpful.
Where are your parents?
I don't see how that's relevant. I'm here.
Roll persuade.
Persuasion is a 12.
All right. Well, if you're going to play your drum, I would recommend going into the Great Hall and finding somewhere where the adjusts monocle acoustics are more prevalent to echo around the whole chamber.
What's a perneverlant?
He glares at you hard enough that the monocle falls off.
Dagmar picks it up and hands it back to him.
He takes it and begins polishing it absently. Just go into the Great Hall and find a corner.
You got it. I'll do my best.
Johnny, you are gonna have to tell me again how to say your character's name, because Bjorn is still stuck in my head.
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
What's more Viking stuff, man? Fun.
Bjorn, what do people see when they see your character?
Think classic French mime. So white gloves, black slacks of sorts, and a striped black and white shirt, and a whatever beret,
Beret is the word you're looking for.
and a slightly pale face with some scars on it and on his neck.
Okay. What do you do when you arrive at the castle?
He walks in. He makes a powerful pose, and you hear trumpets.
I absolutely love it.
And then he waits there.
Roll a performance check for me.
Nat 20.
A funny little creature runs up to you and starts sniffing you. You're not sure, but this might just be a platypus in a hat.
I look at it suspiciously.
Hey, buddy, what's up with you? What's up with you?
It's gonna be fun. I walk over to the wall and I swipe my hand across it. And on it, words appear that says, Bjorn the Tantalizing.
The creature looks at the wall for a solid 20 seconds. And then looks back at you. And shrugs. I can't read.
I give the OL pose.
Its momentary interest lapsed. The creature runs around you and back into the Great Hall.
Okay. I guess I'm going to see if I can see any people, Knights of the Keep,
investigation. Give me an investigation roll.
That's a nat 1.
A nat 1?
Yep.
This fellow looks knightly.
Okay. I go and I walk up to him. And I do the, like, hello thing with my hands.
You hear a voice in the back of your mind. Oh, my, aren't you a delicious looking one?
I lay my hand on the wall and I go, no, it put no mime on it. Not mine.
Say that again.
I put mime, not my. I correct him.
Yes, of course. Now, what brings you to this delicious celebration?
I play my trumpets again and do the whole I'm here to perform thing pose.
The tall, purple-skinned, tentacly creature looks disappointed. Well, then, I suppose you should go talk to the king. It's much less interesting than I thought you would be. Maybe we'll share a snack later.
I pretend to grab utensils and give him a toothy grin.
He does indicate to the north, sitting up on a dais, there is a king figure. It is a halfling.
Cool. I'm gonna stand.
We'll get back to you in a moment.
What's the first and only thing those packs expect us to do?
Shepard, give us a description of what people see when they see your character.
Well, they see a dog. German Shepherd. Just a full-size German Shepherd, not like human size, just dog. And he has like a little belt, a little utility doggy belt on with all of his little pouches and stuff with his personal belongings, and that's about it. Otherwise, he's just a German Shepherd. And he sort of walks in, and his ears are back. He looks a little skittish. He's kind of nervous. And, yeah, he's just gonna hang out in this entryway and look really indecisive.
Okay. Candace, what do we see when we see you?
Well, Candace is a beautiful centaur woman with long blondish hair, ashy blonde hair, and basically the color of a palomino. She has a golden color. She's wearing a blue coat with tails with a slate corset. And she comes trotting in, doing like a double tap because her hooves have heels on them that have like her shoes make for tap dancing, and she just trots in. And I am going to post artwork that I drew for her.
Ta-da-da-da.
And she walks in. It's like, interesting. And I gotta remember that I'm not on there. I'm on here to move around. I also have the Twitch up just to be on the safe side to watch stuff. So she'll walk up here and take a look, and she'll stand next to. Is that Shepard right there?
That is Shepard.
Stand next to the dog and take a look and see. I can go in, or I can go into the. Is that a grassy area over here?
It is a grassy area to the left.
I'll say out loud, well, this looks like a wonderful castle. And just take a look around and see if there's anything fun. Just stick my head inside and see if there's a stage or anything. Do I see a stage?
Roll perception.
A number that is not one came upon. What is my perception? I'm not used to this character sheet. 8! A beautiful 8.
There is, past the right of where the Twitch screen is right now, there is a raised area up and to the right of the Great Hall. But it's not a formal stage, it's more like a dais.
I will wander over there and yep.
To the Great Hall.
I have a
High
page.
heels on a hardwood floor.
Yep, I have a page of 22 pages of tap definitions up, so I can look up dance steps for.
I am hype.
And I will survey that area over there at the moment.
Buckle.
Yes.
Give us a description of your character.
You see a tiefling fellow that could possibly pass for maybe like one of the more extreme races, like an Aasimar or a drow with the pale grayish skin. If it were not for the broken and crudely filed horns that stick out of his head, the solid green eyes with a bright grinning smile, and obviously the lower half being impish, satyrish. Not really sure of the origin, but definitely tiefling-esque in some extreme. As for garb, he is clad in a fine red coat, chainmail shirt, red lower tunic, and what looks to be a WWE-sized belt with a broken spear tip or something acting as the buckle. For a tiefling, he seems to lack a tail. And as I approach the lovely little boat, I take in the sights and I will walk into the Grand Hall and try to see what's up with the Mind Flayer that's standing there.
Mm-hmm. What Mind Flayer? There's not a Mind Flayer, it's just a purplish tentacle fellow.
I am corrected then. That fellow. How rude of me to assume.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 5.
Yeah, it's just a tall, purplish fellow. You only thought you saw tentacles.
Well,
It's a trick of the light.
must have indeed. Well, you're an interesting fellow here.
No, I beg your pardon. I'm not interesting at all. You, however, look quite tasty. What is your designation? What do you call yourself?
Free is what I would call myself. And all it cost me were my horns and, well, disposing of one crudely bad master from before.
It is good to have the horns out of the way. The aids in the extraction process.
Oh, for what, I might ask?
Oh, nothing at all. Just making dinner plans. What brings you to this lovely castle?
Just a whim here and there. To champion some folk, and that's about it.
Oh, what folk?
Precisely that. What folk? The folk here, the folk elsewhere. As a hero of folk, I'm certainly able to champion them all.
The tall, purplish fellow looks around the room carefully. Are you of this kingdom or the neighboring one that sent champions?
Neither, I would say. I'm from far, far away. Who just happened to land here on a warm, sunny day.
So no one would miss you terribly if you never went back.
Oh, not really, unless you know anyone from Acheron or a certain chain. I'm sure they'll hunt down whoever would assail me, but otherwise I am fine. I say with a devilish grin.
Good, good, good. Enjoy the festivities then, and maybe we'll meet up later for lunch.
Perhaps we will. If I'm free to go, I'm going to continue into the room.
You are free to go.
Then I will continue into the room and go in between the other two people here.
Dagmar, looping back around, what are you doing?
Dagmar has forgotten what she was supposed to be doing and is wandering around the center of the room.
I was gonna offer to remind you, and then I realized that was in character.
So Dagmar will set up in the center of the room and start playing her drum.
Anything else?
Is the platypus circling her?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Dagmar. What's yours?
This one talks. How good.
Do you not meet talking people?
I didn't last time. It was quite disappointing.
Oh, well, I say lots of things.
Really? Really? Like what? What do you got? What do you got to say? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you get invited to many parties?
So I could be heard better?
I get invited to plenty of parties. You want to talk to my hands? And the creature assumes a boxing pose. The creature is not taller than you are, for the record.
Huh. Well, I don't. What? Why would I talk to your hands?
Roll persuade.
That is a 18.
The creature kind of deflates and looks sad. I don't know. It's a thing people say. I'm Perry.
Oh, well, hi, Perry. You know, you don't have to say things that people say. You can say things that Perry says.
Perry looks very confused.
Are you here to play the drums too?
Could be.
Here, give it a try.
Well, the reason I ask is because you sound...
Perry rolled a 1, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say he broke your drum.
So Dagmar looks down at the drum and looks at Perry. Looks at her drum. Looks at Perry. Big sigh. Gets out her string and starts wrapping it up and says, well, you're about as much use as a chocolate teapot. But don't worry, I think I can fix it. So playing drums isn't your thing.
I need a charisma saving throw.
Charisma
For chocolate teapot. That was good.
Charisma saving throw is an 18.
Perry looks very, very ashamed of himself. and goes running over here and disappears under the raised platform.
Okay. Dagmar's just trying to repair her drum with her string.
Bjorn.
Try not starts to hurt your ears.
Okay, just out of curiosity, is Dagmar crying at this point?
Oh, Dagmar's pretty tough. It's gonna take a lot for her to cry.
Okay, cool. Never mind. So Bjorn comes up and he does his trumpet thing again.
Ah! The king is quite startled.
Okay.
There is a rather large sheep beside the king that goes, meh!
Excuse me.
I look at the sheep and I do the whole like aggressive bull stance at it.
Roll an intimidation check.
If you give them too much of a fight,
The sheep has artwork, by the way, if Anna wants to show it to the live stream.
They can, in fact, see the sheep.
Very much having to play the game.
Does Shepard recognize the sheep, or will he when he sees it?
Different universe.
So that's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
The
It's kinda
sheep is
cool.
not intimidated, charges you. What is your AC?
12.
The sheep hits you with a solid headbutt. Please take bludgeoning damage and roll a constitution saving throw.
Was there a number associated with that bludgeoning damage? Because that's all I heard, and then a constitution save throw.
8 bludgeoning damage.
And that's another one.
You got a 1
Yeah. That's 2
on your
1.
constitution saving throw. You got a 1.
Yeah.
You are unconscious.
Shut you down.
Not
Uh-oh.
bleeding out, just unconscious. And the king is like, ah!
Okay.
Shepard, you heard some of this, at least the girlish scream. It's your turn. You don't have to do anything about it. Just you did hear it.
No, Shepard will he'll walk in and maybe investigate that. Just kind of stand in the
Okay.
corner. He sees the sheep in a fragment of a memory. Comes back to him. Very traumatic memory. Very traumatic memory. Yeah.
Many sheep died to bring us this intimacy.
29 of them. But I was counting Dallas. I was counting.
Don't get too excited about counting those sheep. You might fall asleep.
Yeah, I know, right?
You see an unconscious orc and a very satisfied-looking sheep standing over him.
Half orc.
Well, yeah, it's a Tuesday.
It's not even Sacrifice Tuesday. Is that all you're gonna do?
Choice.
Yes. Shepard will sit in the corner and look anxious.
This fellow here just clicks his tongue softly at you.
Shepard will kind of timidly walk up.
This is a human, by the way, but he's all bent up and old, and he's only about the size of a halfling. Gives you a toothless grin. Hey, that's a good little puppy. Reaches out his hand to scratch you.
Does he seem chill?
Roll a vibe check.
Okay. Okay. Is that insight?
That is insight.
All right. That is a 21.
He seems kooky but chill.
Okay. Shepard will roll with it.
Like I'm always telling my grandkids, scratching behind the ears. If you put all your teapots in the rain, you won't be able to make supper.
Shepard is distracted by the pets. He's not paying attention.
Distracted by pets. Candace,
Yes.
what you up to?
Well, I was perusing the room to see if it was a good place to set up, and I see the gentleman or person that is in the corner, and I trot over to them, and it's like, this room is okay for what I need. How are you? Who are you? Sorry, I'm Cadence. I'm looking for a place to set up. It's been a long journey.
It's a middle-aged dwarf, probably male, though I mean it's often hard to tell. Looks like they've had their nose broken at least 4 or 5 times. And they look up from what they're working on. What? Yeah. Hey, good to meet you, horse person. Yeah, I was just getting the stage set up. What do you need?
What is this stage going to be used for? I was here to possibly put on a show or two.
Oh, this is where the sword fights are gonna happen.
Sword fighting?
This is a tournament.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Are you a sword fighter?
Can a little bit, but I'm more for dancing.
Oh, whatever they call it these days, you know, those kids.
Yeah, they have wonderful new vernacular for everything. So, when does this tournament start?
Oh, as soon as our champions get here.
Huh.
They sent their people. They're all around here.
Oh, what are you working on there?
Can y'all still hear me? My computer just told me my audio input disconnected.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
We hear you fine.
Good.
Where did Dallas go?
Sorry, Tally, that.
I was setting up the stage. Gotta make sure it's steady and firm. If you get slammed into the ring, you don't wanna lose it.
True. Are there breaks during this tournament?
I mean, we have to wipe the blood off the stage at some point.
Alright, well, I apologize for interrupting you. I will let you get back to work. And-
Candace, can you give me a perception check?
I perceive that I need to roll some dice. That's better than the last one. Perception 14.
14?
Yep.
You notice a stack of cannonballs over here.
Huh.
Just hanging out.
I will go over and investigate said cannonballs, because why would they be in a room for sword fighting?
I mean, they look like cannonball type cannonballs.
Do I see any cannons?
Roll perception.
13.
No. You do not see any cannons.
Excuse me, what are these cannonballs here for?
What? What cannonballs?
They're over here in this corner, and I'll point to them.
Oh, those are for when the swords break.
How are they for when the swords break?
The dwarf grumbles and goes back to his work.
Okay.
Buckle.
Why, yes.
What are you up to?
Working around, I see there's this woman with what appears to be a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So, walking up, I'll say, "Hail, good lady, how are you this fine day?"
She rolls her eyes at you and kind of blows hair out of her eyes. Be better. We could get some fights up in here. I don't even know where the resident champions are. We're gonna earn our titles. We have to beat them.
I think it's about time that we had one, yeah?
Aha, well, that is quite a conundrum. So, I've just arrived, and so I haven't really seen much of the room. Who do you venture to say is probably the toughest one here?
Well, that would be me, of course. She gives you a wry grin. Why do you ask?
I'll smile back with the devilish grin and glowing green eyes of the monster. Oh, just scouting out. If you're the toughest, who would be the second toughest? Surely I cannot beat you, but there's getting an idea of who else might be tough.
She points down hall to what looks like a humanoid robot, and then reconsiders and points at the sheep that just laid out Bjorn.
Both are very challenging, I see. But the Tin Man, for sure, probably won't fall to many a charm, but the sheep doesn't look that bad.
She gives a shrug. I don't think you'll be fighting them in any case. We need those champions.
Indeed. Well, I wish you well, though by your toughness, I'm sure you'll just wipe the floor with everyone.
She gives you a grin. That's the idea.
I will nod and agree as I walk off closer into the room.
Dagmar.
Uh-huh.
The platypus is coming back out from under the stage.
With a rather large drum?
Yes. Huffing and puffing. Pushes the drum next to you, looks ashamed, and runs away.
Perry, oh.
I sidestep out of the way.
How quickly is that platypus running away?
Pretty quick. Why?
Pray instinct.
Oh, just wondering.
Do I need to make you make a intelligence saving throw?
I mean, I, the person, don't need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
But Shepard might have to. That is a 10.
Yeah, you're chasing it.
Excellent. Shepard shall bork.
Bork, bork.
Bork, bork, bork.
Are you gonna catch Fish's borkery?
Oh,
Vicious
that's-
borkery.
Bork.
It is in a tree. We'll get back to that on your turn. Dagmar, what you doing?
Dagmar peeks around the large drum and seeing this other creature. Hi! My name's Dagmar.
Hello there.
Are you
Yeah.
here for the well, there's the fights and there's, the performance. What are you here for?
Well, I'm here to bear witness to it, of course. It is fun nonetheless. To write song and great tales of the efforts and endeavors that will happen right here.
Oh, great. Do you play the drum?
I give a little bit of a grimace and say, I don't really play much of anything.
I do. I think that well, I'm not sure what it was, but I think the little guy felt bad. He kind of broke my drum. But I think it's okay if I play this one. And Dagmar will play the really big drum.
Dallas, for reference, if it's the size of a taiko drum, isn't it like the height of Dagmar? Cool. So how will
Probably
Dagmar?
taller.
Noise is thunderous. I need everyone else in the room to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everybody?
Oh yeah, if you haven't heard,
Already failed. You can't do anything.
if you haven't heard a taiko drum up close, yeah, it's thunderous.
Thunder.
So can I get the players to put their oh Buckle, I'm so sorry.
Oh why? What could possibly go wrong?
You go flying into the stage.
Could I get the players to put their rolls in the Roll20 so I can see them?
Do I have to do it?
To
Or
clarify, does Shepard also need to submit one, even though he's in the other room?
Shepard does not need to submit one. Candace
Cool.
does.
oh, I do. Saving throw. Something.
Saving throws.
I got an 8.
Oh my word. So Buckle and Candace, you each take 11 damage.
Okay.
And everyone is now looking at Dagmar.
Dagmar is just grinning.
Bjorn, you wake up. Someone's making a racket.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the ground and there's a rather irritated looking sheep standing over you. The sheep is not looking at you irritated. It is looking at a small tiefling on the other side of the room.
I look at the sheep and I try to communicate to it to go ram the drum with me.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Please don't be the third one. Oh, dang. It's not better. Sleight of hand. That's a 6.
The sheep is pretty sure it understands.
Cool. I'm going to stand up and dust myself off then.
Are you gonna ram it?
Yeah, I'm gonna like fake run to ram it enough, like run a few steps, but like psych the sheep out essentially
Okay.
to get it to actually do it.
The sheep runs with you and goes around the drum and tries to hit Dagmar. Dagmar, what's your AC?
Pretty low. It's an 11.
Dagmar, you take 10 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw out of you.
That is a 13.
You're still conscious.
Cool. Dagmar is going to react with her hellish rebuke.
Bad sheep.
And so, yep. She's gonna stand and kind of brush herself off, stare at the sheep.
Lock eyes with the sheep.
Oh, yeah. Said, you know, if what was happening today was an ugly contest, you'd be disqualified because there shouldn't be any professionals.
That's cold. That is cold. What do they roll to resist Hellish Rebuke?
It's just a reaction. It's a thing I get to do.
Yes, but they get a save.
Make me look up my stuff. Okay, hold on.
Pulling it up.
My apologies. Oh, wait, never
They
mind.
make
I
a
already have
dexterity
it pulled
saving
up.
throw.
Dexterity.
And if they
saving
fail,
throw.
they take
I'm
2d10
sorry.
fire damage.
There we
What
go.
is your
I
spell
forgot
save
I had
DC?
it on another tab.
What is your spell save DC?
13.
They succeeded. So they take half of 2d10
They take
fire
half
damage.
of my 2d10. Let me roll.
Well, aren't you feeling a little sheepish now?
Shepard, you just treat a platypus.
Yes,
Okay.
that is an accomplishment in Shepard's book. You say it as though it's a bad thing.
They take half of 11.
Half of 11, so we're going to say 5. Cool. Shepard, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. Can I roll another saving throw?
For what?
I don't know. What do I need to roll to stop chasing the platypus?
Give me a satisfaction saving throw.
What stat would that even be? Like, wait a minute. Am I trained in that?
We'll say wisdom.
Okay. All right. It's fine. You just want him to fail. That's a 9. Can I bardic inspire myself?
No, I think that's actually good enough. Because you got to a point, you succeeded in the chase.
Excellent. Then Shepard will sort of get a hold of himself and, like, to no particular person, he'll start talking out loud and go, "Darn it, you're a poet and a scholar. You're better than this." We'll sort of look up at the platypus, realize the absurdity of the situation,
I'll get you next time.
brief moment of existential dread, and back into the building.
Zoom. Everyone seems to be holding their ears for no particular reason.
This is not unusual for Shepard.
Fair enough. Candace.
Cadence.
Oh, I keep saying Candace. Is it Cadence?
Yes, it's Cadence.
That makes more sense.
All right, I will walk out of the room over the, and it's like, what was all the racket? Big drum. Who hit the drum?
Hi, I'm Dagmar.
Dagmar, are you now looking a little sheepish?
No.
You know that hurt, you know.
Oh, I just hadn't seen this kind of drum before. Sorry I hurt you. Will you forgive me?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Are you here for the tournament? Are you looking to play at the tournament?
Yeah, see, I was gonna play my drum, and then the small thing broke the drum, and then he brought me the big drum. And that's when it got really loud. Again, sorry.
So, anyone know when the shindig's gonna start? Or I heard they're waiting for the champions to get here.
Buckle.
Yes.
Technically, it is your turn in the rotation, though do not feel obligated to come up with anything, and anyone definitely can answer that question if they feel so inclined.
On my turn, I'm slipping away to go talk to the robot man. Though I will walk with one hand on my head against my ear as my ears are still ringing, and slightly drunkenly walk over to the robot.
As you are approaching the robot is not even looking at you. The robot is looking at the king.
You do not understand, Your Highness. If you fail to produce champions, you forfeit the tournament, and we will take not just your crown, but your lands and your treasury as well.
The king, still trying to recover from the trumpets and the drum. It's like, I of course, but champions are right here. They're this dashing, powerful orc and his loyal hound and that marvelous horned goat and the centaur and their terrifying and loud tiefling drummer.
Did he point to me when he said horned goat?
Yes.
I will rebuke with the, oh, that is so terribly bad, and not even any real attempt at an insult. You have to try harder.
The robot turns around and looks right at you, Buckle.
So, you are the champions.
I have-
What do each of you accomplish?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and quite literally, I don't really care if you raise and take their land, so how about this? You win, and I'm going to walk away now. Ta-ta! I am walking away unless he stops me.
The robot's not stopping you.
Good.
Dagmar.
Dagmar heard herself described and comes
So
forward.
what's Dagmar doing?
You said, Mr. King, sir?
Yes?
And she kind of lowers her voice. Are you in trouble?
Roll an insight check.
Oh boy. That's an 8? Oh, sorry, 11. I can read numbers.
No trouble. Just well, I haven't seen my champions all day, and we have to fight these enemy champions, and I'm at a little bit of a loss, but I will pay you good money if you can fight them.
You realize I'm 12, right?
You look like you just hurt everyone in the room. I am confident in your abilities.
Look.
I am looking at you.
Okay, you're not the dumbest person on the planet, but you sure better hope he doesn't die.
Who are you pointing to?
The king.
Who are you indicating with he?
The king.
Oh.
No, to
Anna.
Yes.
Bjorn?
You run rings around yourself logically. Well done.
No. She's telling the king that he's the second dumbest person on the planet. You're not the dumbest person on the planet, but you sure better hope he doesn't die. You got to think on that one.
Okay.
Is it clicking?
No, it's fine. I failed
come
my
on.
intelligence save.
Okay.
The king looks at Bjorn. Will you at least fight with them?
Bjorn looks at him and gets kind of a mischievous look on his face, like, how much money are we well, yeah, mischievous look on his face, and then makes a magic coin appear in his hand and to insinuate, how much money are we talking about?
Nobody really knows this, but we're sitting on a platinum mine. I can give you your weight in platinum if you can make this problem go away.
A platypus mine, you say?
He points out the robot and starts doing the robot, and then pretends to lock up a gear. Sparks fly out, as if that's the problem.
Oh, he's dead.
Roll intimidation.
Me?
Yeah.
Finally, a decent roll. All right, so that's 19.
The robot is shook.
Cool. That's okay.
Shepard, you definitely heard this outburst. Are you doing anything in response?
Which outburst?
From the king about
Naming us as champions?
Naming you champions, yes.
Yes, Shepard looks concerned. He's like, I'm not here to fight. I thought this was entertainment. I'm a yodeling champion and a poet, not a fighter.
Are you saying any of that, or are you just thinking it internally?
He's thinking it internally, but he has a very expressive face.
Cadence.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
Well, I am going to walk up to the royal person. It's like, Your Majesty, I don't wish to be a bother, but what's going on and why I'm not your champion.
I haven't been able to find our champions all day. I don't know where they went, and I just need someone to fight these people. You don't have to win, you just have to fight.
Well, I'm here to make some coin.
I can pay you.
How much?
Looks at the orc, kind of side eye, and then kind of sizes up the fact that you're a centaur.
A third of your weight in platinum.
I beg your pardon, my king, but I believe you just offered a weight of the half-orc. You're going to stifle a woman? For shame!
You offered them full weight?
Okay, fine. Full weight.
She'll stretch a little bit and... Fine. Do you have a person to bring me back to life if I die?
They shouldn't kill you. That's against the rules of the tournament.
Doesn't mean it won't happen.
Well, Well, in that case, my king, aren't you a warrior king? You look the part indeed. How about you fight to defend your lands?
Can't decide if you're flattering him or insulting him.
I'm trying to persuade him.
We're bards. It's both.
It's
Okay.
both.
Oh, we mock you while we persuade you.
Come, I see a great warrior in you yet.
Roll persuade and intimidation. Take the better offer.
That would be persuasion because of all my mods. Thank you, DM. $17.
I will fight with you in spirit.
As will I, as I plan to spectate and take great account of this lovely affair. And-
So, Mr. King, what you're telling us is you're gonna pay us to pretend.
Well, I mean, it would be helpful if you actually won some fights, but it's not necessary.
But we won't die, but we'll probably get real hurt, right?
Oh, only if you're bad at it.
Yeah.
An audible, nervous laugh comes out of Shepard.
Well, I came here to do a job.
You can do this job. All right, now, which of you is going to joust?
I point at the horse.
I feel like you're making a sexist joke there. If I was
I was gonna say,
speaking,
I don't know if that's sexist, but that does feel racist.
I put the halfling that just said that, or the tiefling that just said that on our centaur friend.
oh heavens, no, I'm not going to do that. Not without permission.
No, I'm actively trying to pick you up and put you on the on our centaur friend at this point.
I'll cast friends and say, "Hey, my dear friend, put me down."
Doesn't he get a resistance roll to that?
I am checking, and yes, I believe you do. One moment.
Yeah, it'll probably be
It'll probably
friends,
be
right?
wisdom, I think.
It's charm person or something else.
Hold on. Nope, friends is I just have advantage on charisma checks directed at a certain person. So,
So
therefore,
you can roll persuade if you like.
I certainly would like to persuade him to put me down.
Also,
The better of the two.
here, Bjorn, are you trying to put Buckle on the horse, or are you trying to put Dagmar on the horse?
The buckle.
Buckle. Okay.
The one who insulted me is getting put on the horse because then we have two people fighting at the same time.
21 to have me put down.
Bjorn, what'd you get on your wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom,
Wisdom.
12.
You the numbers say you are convinced.
He squirms a little too much.
He's a little squirmy.
That would be a strength saving.
Put Shepard on the centaur's back.
Shepard would like to point out that he has no thumbs and can't hold whatever you joust with.
Mr. King.
For clarification, real quick, does Shepard actually speak common, or do we hear arf, arf, arf?
Oh, please. Shepard speaks 4 languages.
I don't know.
Elliot, I love the correct offended tone you took there. That was beautiful.
All the best literature is in Infernal. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Oh man, I took Dwarvish instead.
Oh, and now I feel like you're just crossing lines, as the question was out of character. But we'll continue.
Dagmar.
Dagmar has
What were
climbed
you
onto
saying?
whatever dais the king is on. you mentioned jousting. What other things are in the tournament? Then maybe we can decide the things.
We have jousting. We have the open sword play, and then we have the duel.
Shepard raises a paw.
Yes.
Is there an open mic night?
There can be if you can win the open duel.
What exactly is an open duel?
Shepard puts his paw down and looks sad.
Question: if I do the jousting, do I have to ride a horse?
King.
Oh my!
King checks his notes. No. It does not say a horse has to be ridden, but it does say that a centaur does count as a mount. So if you wanted to tag team that event, someone could, if it's not offensive, ride on your back into combat.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Are you sure, little one?
I can do it. I want to try.
Well, currently you have the little one or the really big half-orc.
I'm more up for giving children rides than full-grown adults.
Here, what was your name, friend?
Cadence.
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 Cadence. Wonderful. Dallas, how far up is this dais thing?
High enough to hop onto her back.
Excellent. Cadence, can you stand over here and I'll try to get on.
Sure.
So, King, if we're going to be fighting for you, is there a way for you to have us healed from the annoyingly loud drum from before?
Oh yes, that'd be wonderful.
No, unfortunately.
Are you sure? There must be a healer here somewhere. Or potions or something?
One of my champions was a healer, but they're mysteriously missing, and that still has me very bothered.
Who needs healing?
Everyone in this room that took damage from that large drum.
We take a glance.
But preferably us and not the others.
Okay. Does this conversation count as a short rest?
Elliot.
If I rustle up supplies for us, does that count as a D4?
I will
Your glass cannon.
a short rest before the jousting tournament. If that,
I'm just saying, it never hurts to ask.
I mean, your glass cannons are asking
The
for.
reason I ask is because during a short rest, everyone within 30 feet gets a D6 of
For Song of Rest.
an additional D6. Yeah, Song of
So
Rest.
all of us do it, we'll be okay.
I was gonna say Song of Rest does stack.
Since we're all bards, that should work.
I imagine
All
you're
right, everyone.
holding hands and Old Lang Syne for the rest.
I can see it's like do a rotation of open mic night, essentially.
Except for
Basically,
the
every time we take a short rest, everyone gets 5d6 additional healing, is what it looks like.
Yep.
Excellent. Because I was going to say, I didn't think I was alone in that feature.
Oh,
That's the base feature of a bard.
All right. Hey, your glass cannon is now back to being pure glass and not cracked.
All right. Well, you better get out to the jousting station.
Do you have, I hate to say this, a saddle for her?
Hold
Dagmar,
up.
do you have a saddle?
I was asking-
Dagmar doesn't carry a saddle?
was
Dagmar checks pockets.
Checks pockets? She has string. She has lots of string.
Your Highness, do you have a saddle? I'll like disdainfully say that word. Such you may be.
I do. You really
Kate,
want one?
Cadence, if it makes you uncomfortable, I think I can hold on.
I'd rather you have a better seat.
I pull out my bedroll and toss it on. Cadence is
Fasten with string. That sounds acutely uncomfortable.
That's what the Native Americans did.
I will get trussed up in a saddle. I just don't no bits.
No bits. Not into that.
I might be a pony, but I'm not into play.
Nice. As you go outside, you notice that the woman from earlier is already saddled up on a ram, ready to go.
All right, I will take Dagmar with me outside.
As they pass by, I will tap Dagmar on the shoulder and say in Infernal, which she'll know, the word for heroism, and cast heroism.
I'm not sure what that does, but that sounds cool.
How do you not know the spell, Dallas? You're the DM. You must know everything.
You'd be surprised how few people actually play bards.
I also jest because I know like the role reversal. But
What does heroism do?
a willing creature that I touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary HP equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, you lose the temp HP.
Excellent. What's the temp HP?
You're going to gain 3 HP for up to a minute as I concentrate on it.
Woot.
So each round, you gain 3 temp HP.
Dagmar gives you a big thumbs up.
Oh,
Okay,
hopefully this won't go well.
Okay, Cadence, are you ready?
Yes, let's find you a saddle. And
The saddle had been found.
okay, and it's now being applied. I need help putting this on for you.
Oh, hell.
Shepard would volunteer, but again, no thumbs.
No thumbs.
I just kind of do it.
All right, and let us go, Jeff. Are we ready? Does she have any armor? Like, she's only 12. I mean, I'm not able to lift the lance.
Sarah
Is
I'm
12.
Well, technically, she's right now imbued with bravery and probably saying, let's go, let's go, let's go.
As soon as you're ready to post up.
All right.
I assume the rest of us have wandered down.
As Cadence and Dagmar are making their way outside together, the king leans over and whispers to specifically Bjorn and Buckle. I'm not opposed to you finding ways to help them.
Oh God, all the mockery.
So, yeah.
Now,
I guess we're following
All
them.
I've done is give her a pat on the back, my liege. Just like I will give you a handshake for your help as well.
I follow them up.
Oh, no. I'm just implying that you'll fight with us. I'm sure you will, right?
Of course. Shepard, what are you doing?
He's moving to join everyone, but he is going to stop to bark at the platypus one more time along the way.
Okay.
as they square up at this jousting, Dagmar is definitely going to cast vicious mockery at her opponent.
Okay. I need to know what you say.
Yeah,
And what your spell save DC is.
yeah, absolutely. So she is going to point her finger at the lady on the ram and say, "You look like something I drew with my foot."
Wow.
And yeah, And that wisdom saving throw is going to be 13.
The woman looks back at you and goes, "Well, then you must be a talented artist."
I am actually. Thanks.
It failed.
Yeah.
So Bjorn's going to try to get her attention and point frantically at something in the middle of the jousting strip.
Are you vicious mockering or trying to distract?
This is a play that comes in, or this is something that comes into play very shortly, but it's not vicious mockery.
Okay. Before they charge at each other, Shepard, what are you doing?
You know, chilling.
Excellent. Buckle, are you doing anything, or are you just watching smugly now that you've cast heroism?
That depends. How far into a minute are we?
Not very.
Oh,
Cool.
can I
Then I'm
rescind
not
my
too
chilling?
worried about burning that spell.
You can definitely rescind your chilling, Shepard.
Okay, I would like to bestow bardic inspiration upon my colleague.
Which one?
Who's more likely to need it, the horse or the person riding?
I'm not a horse. I'm
That
a
is
sep-
offensive.
I know, I know.
Poor horse.
I'll give it to Dagmar. But as a bonus action, she may then choose to give it to another character within 30 feet at any time.
Excellent. Don't give it to your opponent. Shepard, I need a perception check with advantage.
A what?
Perception check with advantage.
Do I get double advantage because I already have advantage on perception checks?
Sure.
Dallas, just tell me what round number we're at, and I'll tell Anna how much temp HP she has.
That is a 20-something. I don't want... It's
You
like a
have found
22 or something. I found the what?
The paint from earlier.
Ah!
There are 4 large buckets of paint just tucked out of the way. They're on the map if you can see them.
Shepard will sniff them.
Shepard sniffing at them definitely draws attention to them, so Buckle and Bjorn, you are aware of them as well.
Mm.
All
I'm
right.
focusing on the spell.
Are we
Okay.
ready to joust?
Sure.
Cadence,
Yeah.
I need a dexterity-based proficiency roll because you are proficient at running forward. Dagmar, you're holding a very large lance. I need a strength-based attack, and I don't think you're proficient.
Nope.
Dallas, about what round is this for the spell?
3?
3. So that means Dagmar has 9 temp HP.
Cool. And
Good.
I will definitely use my bardic inspiration for this strength based, and that's a d6.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do that. Oh wait! Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
You were very excited, and you cut out. What was that?
I rolled
Nat
a
20.
nat 20.
Excellent.
Do you want me to do a dex save or just a dex check?
You can do a dex save if you're proficient.
Yep. 16 then.
I think that's the base of the bard is dead.
You run towards each other. You clash. You shatter the woman's shield as you pass each other. Nice hit, Dagmar.
Dagmar is just elated.
Cadence, how you feeling?
Good. Embarrassed, but good.
Good job, Cadence. We make such a good team.
Yeah.
Bjorn, I need a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, that's not as best. Perception is a 12.
12.
Yes.
You see the woman they are fighting reach into her pouch and put just a little bit of some kind of oil onto her hands.
Hmm. Okay.
She's definitely being sneaky about it, but you don't know what it is or what's up.
And I wish to use prestidigitation to clean that off.
Nice. I am going to need an Arcana check.
Please. Arcana. Okay. Nat 20.
Nice. All right. We'll go for Clash again. Roll dice.
Is this considered the next round, or
It is.
okay?
Okay. And oh no! Oh my gosh! Okay, okay. I don't know what's happening, but no, it is another nat 20.
Uh-huh.
And I got a dirty 20.
You charge forward. You meet in the middle. The woman has a strong, confident look on her face with just a sneerish grin. She doesn't even look like she's aiming her lance. You catch her full in the chest, de-ramming her. As you trot confidently to the end, and she looks very confused.
Oh no! Are you okay?
Yes, but you have bested me. I don't. She's very confused.
Okay,
The
well,
tall
you
purplish
did
fellow
really
is
good.
clapping softly. You know, golf clapping.
Cool.
Dagmar, you hear a voice in the back of your head. Ah, yes, good work, little one. I do so prefer it when it is slightly tenderized for lunch. You know what I mean.
Remember when I asked for your opinion? Me neither.
Roll a charisma.
Good use of
Charisma-based
bravery.
attack.
Charisma. Was that a charisma saving throw I'm doing?
No, a charisma-based attack. So,
Oh,
your
charisma-based
charisma modifier
attack.
and your proficiency.
Oh, cool. That's a 15.
A 15? It didn't hit.
Wow.
You are a delightful one. Yes, dessert, I think. Later, meet me.
I will ask. Who are you talking to?
There's some creepy voice in my head. I don't like it.
You worry me, child.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
We are going to take our 10-minute break.
Fabulous. So, hi, no longer Dagmar, just Anna here. And so, for our break, we certainly do love our cast, and we, of course, want to thank our crew. And so, for this session, we deeply appreciate the work of Danielle Skaggs, aka Sixie on DeviantArt, who is playing Cadence Trotter tonight. She has brought a host of our characters to life. And we've also included various arts from the interwebs and arts we have done ourselves. And if you like what we like and would like to know where we got it, let us know. And then you'll know what we know, and we'll all be in the know of what we like. So we'll be right back to the adventure in just a few minutes at 8:43 Central Time. See you soon.
Hello, I am back.
Hello. So just out of curiosity, what college did people pick?
College of Swords.
Swords?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I figured centaur background, depending on which family she would belong to in the Theros world.
Yeah. I went lore.
Cool.
It's the trying to distract her. If you guys didn't roll it at 20, I was going to nerf her roll.
See if Discord will actually allow me to do this. Thanks, Stacy.
I'm back if anyone else is.
I am front. Welcome back.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Is that a thunderstorm?
Is there a thunderstorm?
I thought I heard thunder.
Thunder.
Which versions do you guys listen to?
You've been thunderstruck.
Thunderhead's also pretty good.
So, any theories about the Mind Flayer yet?
I don't know, but we're assuming you made the assumption none of us are cannibals, so.
There was a comment earlier of it being Frank.
Frank's on the
It's not
board.
Frank.
I saw that afterwards, but it's like, oh, that'd be funny.
Frank's not gonna eat him. Hopefully.
You have no idea. In one canon,
Oh.
your character died at some point. In another canon, she is reincarnated in a prison. That is not a good place to be.
The great salamander got to them.
You know what?
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 Mind Flayer ate the other champions?
Very possible.
That would be a good twist.
Not really a twist. I've already told you. All right then. Is everybody back? Is everybody here?
Well, sound off. 1.
Yeah.
3 people are here.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Johnny and Danielle are here.
Yeah, here. Hi.
I'm here.
Hi. I think Elliot is has not returned yet,
Elliot, we miss
but
you.
still has a couple minutes.
So here's you. One of my friends posted a video on Facebook about American accents and how annoying they are, and they have Boston, New York, and then the South. Like,
The South.
apparently they've never traveled around the South because they vary. If you ever go to deep South Alabama, good luck understanding them.
Yeah. Lots and lots of accents. Or if you are like me, you just do some kind of shmish-mash of Eastern European and it changes all within the same sentence. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah. Also, from what I've heard, people say, so I'm from Arkansas, which has one of the easier accents to understand because we just talk slower. The joke is it's slowed down your English. I think.
Can you go outside, Tux? 1 second. I gotta let Tux out.
Oh.
Can you go outside, Tux?
Mermaid.
Is that going to be a game thing where it's all the inverted?
So if a mermaid and a centaur have a kid, there's like a
Oh no.
1 in 4 chance they have an actual human.
Okay, I gotta let him back in just a couple of minutes. Are you back, Elliot? I see that you posted.
Oh gosh.
What was the question?
Are you back?
Elliot.
By some definition of the word, yes. I'm so entertained by all these reverse animals.
Look up the breeding chart for a centaur and a mermaid.
Just a normal human.
Or a seahorse.
Oh. So, flush with your victory. You head back inside. Cadence, are you gonna take that saddle off?
Yes. First,
Are you
An
gonna wait for
emphatic
Dagmar to
yes.
dismount?
yes. I'm nice.
Dagmar will try to slide off as gracefully as she can.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Excellent. That's gonna be a 7.
7?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, fabulous. Dexy Dex. That is 9.
So you have a choice. You can either fall to the ground and take no damage, but give poor Cadence a sick saddle burn by twisting the saddle across her ribs, or you can bail and faceplant for 1d4 damage.
Oh, she'll take damage.
Huh?
Oh, Dagmar will take damage.
That is 4 damage.
That's fine. Ooh,
You still have 10 HP.
I'm fine. No, everything's fine. We're good. We're good.
I'm glad. Sorry, I should have gotten down lower. I'm not used to people being on me.
Oh, no worries. And Dagmar will, is the lady still on the ground over there?
Mm-hmm. She
So-
seems to be talking to the purplish fellow.
She'll walk over and say, you did a good job.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, and someday you'll go far. I really hope you stay there.
Okay.
You're an odd child, little one.
What?
You did good, lady. Don't tell anybody you saw me do that.
So what's next? Where do we go next?
I don't know. I think it's the other people's turn. I'm done. I need a drink.
This fellow with the monocle says, next would be the open duel or the sword play. Which would be preferred?
Hey,
Well,
you're stepping on it, the lady.
To me.
Hey! Excuse me.
Yes.
Where'd she go?
Where did who go?
The Ram Rider.
What Ram Rider? What are you on about?
We just jousted her.
You joust? You make me laugh, little one.
Well, of course, because I'm hilarious, but I just jousted her.
That's right. Now run along inside. Let's see what else this tournament has to offer.
You're weird. Dagmar will go hug Shepard.
That's fair. Shepard will allow it.
Are we all heading back inside?
Sure. Ooh.
Yep.
Shepard, are you checking on the platypus again?
Huh?
Hmm? The king is very excited. You won the first tournament. We might make money on this.
But the lady's gone.
Bet on us.
What was that, Dagmar? You fuzzed out.
But the lady's gone.
I don't care about the other champions. I assume you killed her. It was tragic, really.
I thought you said killing was illegal.
It's not illegal. It happens sometimes.
Look, you have your entire life to be a jerk. Why not take today off?
What?
Does that count as a vicious mockery? I feel like he should roll some damage for that.
I do not disagree with you.
Spress doesn't just walk over and go whack the drum. Like, man.
He got a 4, so so yeah, please roll damage. Dagmar.
Excellent. That would be 3 points of damage.
Ah, yes. Tenderize them from the inside. You are so delightful, little one.
Okay. Mr. King, I can't be the bigger person here. I'm only 4'11", so we gotta do something to fix this whatever voice is going on.
Shepard's like, 4'11", you're practically a giant.
Is next to Bjorn, who's 6 something. 4.
We'll talk about your split personalities later. Right now, we need someone to do the sword play.
I thought it would be you, my king. Aren't you the one to defend your land? You did agree to that before.
But I'm shorter than she is.
Is anyone here
And
good?
it makes you more nimble and more able to dodge. It's fine. You'll have us backing you up for sure.
The woman in the broad white hat and with the rifle is sharpening her sword up on the raised platform.
There's your opponent.
No, I can't do it. I need one of you to do it for me. Now go! Go!
Oh, but surely you can at least try. I'm sure you can try.
No.
Come, it's not that bad. Surely, if anything, if you need some bravery, we can easily buff that.
What you doing, Bjorn?
She's walking over there.
Oh, come, dear king. I'm sure I can persuade you into doing something.
As you ascend the platform, the woman looks at you. Do you have a sword?
He pretends to pull out a sword, wiggle it around, and stab it in the air like, "Ha! I'm gonna get you with my sword." Bit of early vicious mock.
Roll. I will roll the vicious. She failed.
Cool.
We just lost visual twitch. Nope.
That's a D4 plus Constitution at this level. Yeah. Oh, sweet. It's 4, so 6 damage.
She looks a little shook, and she goes to make a swing at you. What's your AC?
12.
She misses. Now it is up to you. Do you want to block on your fake sword, or do you want to duck?
I wanna duck.
All right. How do you respond? And anyone else can jump in at any point, by the way, if they have a creative thing they want to do.
I pull out my actual sword and I cast heat metal on her sword.
What's your spell save DC?
It is 12 for her to keep her sword in her hand.
She failed, and she drops her sword.
Cool.
She looks very embarrassed.
And Dagmar casts sleep.
On her?
Okay.
Nice. How many? Okay, so sleep works off of hit point totals, right?
Yeah. I roll 5d8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. $22.
She falls unconscious.
I tap out with my Who's the Final Fantasy VII victory theme.
Your Highness, see, the toughest one here, self-proclaimed as I've done recon, has just fallen. They're all lightweights. I am sure you can defend your homeland.
There is a bit of a gasp from everyone in the room that this orc was able to defeat one of their champions with a fake sword. The only person not gasping is the purplish fellow who floats across onto the raised platform and looks very pleased. Gives a nod towards Bjorn. Excellent work, young man. Do you do parties or just large events such as this?
I stand very proudful and nod.
I may have to invite you over. I hold the most lovely dinner parties.
I put at the unconscious woman and be like, we're going to share her later, right?
Roll persuade to see if you communicate your message.
That is a 7.
7 total?
Yeah. I didn't expect persuade.
The purplish fellow looks confused. Dagmar, what are you doing?
Dagmar is standing there glaring at the purple guy with her hands folded across her chest.
How much do you weigh?
Not a lot, probably like 100 pounds.
He lifts you in one hand, and I need you to roll a D100.
Okay, this is gonna be great.
I'm watching this purple guy.
That is a 97.
97. Let's see what a 97 gets you.
She does have something to say if she has the opportunity to say it before whatever happens.
Are you wearing shoes?
Yes.
What are you gonna say?
She says, "Look, your butt must be pretty jealous of all the poop that comes out of your mouth."
My dear, words don't come out of my mouth.
Your mind, then.
He turns you around and sets you down. And as your feet touch the ground, it feels as if someone slipped a hot coal into your shoes.
Hey, don't like it, hey, don't like it. And she takes off her shoes.
Excellent. During the distraction, you don't see what happens to the woman, but she is now gone.
Oh.
Do I see since I was watching him?
Give me a perception check, but hold off on just yelling the number at me. I need to let my dogs back inside.
All right. Perception. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
I got a 19.
A 19. Yes, you did see the Mind Flayer extract the brain of the woman.
As soon as I see that, I'm going to attempt to cast Hold Person. If it'll work on him.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
12, unfortunately.
It didn't, but he turns and glares at you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah. Dice don't fail me now. Goodbye, everybody. 19.
19. Excellent. Please roll a D100.
A D100. 31.
31. You have an immunity to illusions. Now, just complete immunity. You can see this fellow for what he truly is, and the castle for what it truly is.
All right. Where do I see where this castle?
If my thing worked. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So, you are not in a castle. You are in one of the flying Mind Flayer ships. There are many dead bodies laying around. The king is even dead. And scurrying to and fro throughout this very macabre setting are several intellect devourers. For those of you who don't know what an intellect devourer is, it's basically a brain with legs.
I am very intimate with those because that is what killed my very first D&D character.
Ironically, the drum is real, as are several of the other champions.
Well, crap.
Death to the Mind Flayer!
Did my Hold Person hit him?
No. How do you respond to all of this information?
Guys? We're not in a castle. And that's a Mind Flayer. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you what this.
So.
And I pull out my rapier.
Not friendly then.
No, kick its ass.
As she points out Mind Flayer and everything, are we able to see through the illusion?
You are. Or at least you might believe her. That it is up to you if you don't believe her.
You can insight check me.
No, I believe her. It's more so the I'm asking, do we have to roll to see through illusions, or are we just
No.
asked illusions?
We are going to start at the top of the initiative order, though. Dagmar, what are you doing?
Do, 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 do.
I see someone measuring for something.
Yep. We're doing the measures. And let's see. Those guys are those mind flayers. Cool. Yeah, everything's fine. Totally fine. Dagmar is going to cast suggestion
On.
the mind flayer in front of her.
Okay.
And she's going to say, "Wow, you've had a lot to eat. You guys are probably pretty full. You should go take a nap and let us go. Yeah, you should let us go."
What is it rolling?
Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Please roll a wisdom saving throw of your own as it looks at you and laughs. Through its tentacles, it's a disgusting sound.
Shut up, Zoidberg.
Wisdom saving throw for Dagmar is an 11.
Ooh, roll a d100.
Everything is fine. That's a 62.
62. Is your hand anywhere near your bag?
No.
What are you looking at right now?
The mind flayer?
You see a wooden spoon hanging from its forehead.
Okay.
You look down at your hand and there's another wooden spoon in your hand.
Okay.
That is all.
Did you know you have a spoon on your head?
Bjorn.
Okay. I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers. And he just kind of points at this dude and does the chuckle laugh thing. Puts one hand on his chest and the other one points and tends to laugh.
Nice. What kind of save is it making?
Wisdom of 12.
Roll it. Roll the damage.
Cool. 3d6. Oh, and this is the runaway one. Nine.
9?
Yeah.
Excellent. It doesn't seem terribly phased.
Okay.
Any other actions?
I mean, I have my sword out. That's about it.
I have a sword. I have this sword, you see.
Can I pull the child away from him somewhat? It's like,
You can try.
sure. Let's try and pull the child and put her closer to the doggo. Would that be athletics check? Strength?
Yeah. It would be athletics. Dagmar, you can resist if you want.
Hex no. She will accept friend lift.
What's that athletics check look like there, Bjorn?
Except for, like There-ish. I'm not hearing you.
You there?
Dallas.
Can
Yeah.
what'd you get on that athletics?
Let me roll. I mean, a base of an 18 plus stuff. So that is 22.
Excellent. You easily move Dagmar away.
I moved her there.
Oh, apologies. Shepard, what are you doing?
Well, this is all fairly confusing to Shepard because, there's a mind flayer, and that's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
So he's kind of going to stay where he's at, and he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Makes sense.
Yeah, at the mind flayer. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. It fails. It fails its Wisdom saving throw. It takes... Oh, terrible rolls. It takes 7 damage. And it has to use its action or reaction or whatever to move as far away as it can.
Yep. It will do so on its turn.
It's at least 2 of us running from.
I think I'll call it there.
All right. Cadence.
I look around and I look at the mind flayer. It's like, hey, Squid Face. I just saw your mom last night. She was good. She was in my dinner. And Taz fishes mockery at her.
Is that a wisdom saving throw again?
Ah,
Or a charisma saving throw?
hold on, I'll check. I do have it up. It is wisdom of 12.
That is another failure. This mind flayer cannot roll dice.
All right, now I roll a d4.
Oh, well, he's doing better than I did initially, so
4 points of psycho damage, and it has disadvantage on its next roll.
Nice.
Next to back roll. And I will pull up my thingy, and I will walk towards Dagmar and say, if you want to get on, I'll keep you safe. You can come up, offer my arm up to give her a boost up on my back.
Thanks, friend.
And I'm also questioning what the saddle was that was on me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Makes you wonder. The mind flayer floats over to here, and it starts pulling something out of the wall. And I need Shepard specifically to make a wisdom saving throw.
Now, hang on. Is that literally the farthest he could have moved?
That's his movement, yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I don't know if with his powers that would, involve moving farther, maybe, but I guess here we are.
No.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Yeah, you're good.
Wisdom saving throw, you say?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. What does a 10 get me?
Please roll a d100.
well, wait. Never mind.
What does a 38 get me?
A 38. I'm just gonna read this text because we're gonna have to stop and talk about this. The PC gains a new fear based on popular vote of the party until the curse is dispelled.
Counter, Shepard is already afraid of everything.
Yeah, I'm like, Shepard's a pretty anxious character?
What's Shepard's new fear, gang? Twitch can definitely weigh in on this if they want.
Yeah,
Rain.
I think Twitch. Yeah, Twitch should. Yeah. Fear of peace.
Twitch is going to destroy
You're
us.
big words.
Yes.
Elmanix is saying cats. How do we feel
Ooh.
about cats?
What
I
about
was gonna suggest platypuses personally. I like mine better.
I was going to say platypus because we've seen one here.
I was going to say rain, so there's no way he could be hindered in this fight.
One of our other observers is definitely weighing in saying platypus as well. So I'm gonna say platypus then.
All right.
Harry the
Platypus.
platypus makes a comeback tonight.
Oh
Tonight's his
no.
night.
All right. The quote unquote enemy champions are working very hard to keep the intellect devourers busy. Buckle, what are you doing?
No wonder you had no gumption or gusto. You lack a spine as I walk away from the king's corpse. I'm going to get closer to do something. One moment. I need to measure. No, I can say exactly. So I will cast at the highest level I can cast. Second level shatter, so make a con save for me.
Con save. How does an 18 sit on you?
He takes half damage, so he will take 5 points of. What's the damage type? Thunder damage. 5 points of thunder damage.
5 points of thunder damage?
Yes, I did. I already halved it for you. So.
All right. Dagmar, what are you looking at right now?
She's looking at the back of Cadence's head.
There is a wooden spoon in her hair.
Dagmar kind of cocks her head at it. And grabs at her crossbow to fire at this mind flare over here.
You mean intellect devourer?
Whatever. Bad character. Because she's feels like doing that. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Cool. Dagmar does stuff.
Hooray!
That would be 7 piercing damage.
All right. Nice hit.
And she
Bjorn?
says,
Oh,
or she
you first.
just says, thanks, Cadence. I'll go where you go.
Yep, I'll keep you safe. At least try to.
Bjorn.
I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on the Mind Flayer.
Excellent. How do you go about doing this?
I accuse him of being a chicken. Start doing the chicken dance.
Nice. That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah, of 12.
That is a failure.
Cool. That is 3 damage.
As your insult flies through the air, the mind flayer grabs at its head as if in pain. You do anything else on your turn?
No, that's about it.
Shepard,
Yes.
what you up to?
Query. Is the Mind Flayer wearing anything, bear with me here, that might be made of metal? And if so, could I, in theory, heat said metal?
What's the save?
I didn't think it was going to work, so give me just a sec.
Never gotten this far before.
This is the one where if they...
Con save to drop, but it takes the damage just by wearing it.
Yeah. If they save, they lose the armor, essentially, or whatever metal thing they're wearing.
What's
Or they
your
take
save?
damage.
So it's going to take... Oh, nice. 10 points of fire damage.
Ow. It screams.
What was its con save?
15.
You know what? I'm going to use cutting words on this curse word I was going to say and I'm not going to say.
As a child's program?
Let's go.
It loses 3 to its roll
Ouch.
as inverse bardic inspiration.
Wow.
Shepard projects his anxiety onto him, and it just kind of flubs him a little bit. And thankfully, that's just enough to drop it below his spell save DC. So it failed the con save.
And so you're just literally roasting this poor creature alive inside of its armor.
Yep,
Yep. So he takes it off.
that is correct.
Hey, look, calamari.
Is that your turn?
I think that was a solid. Yeah, I think that was a solid turn for Shepard.
Solid turn.
I'm proud of that.
Cadence, what you doing?
Deciding what to do. There's no way to see. And these are all open doors, right? This is just open ways.
Oh yeah. You can see sky outside of everything that's not in this immediate room.
Well, whatever the outside of the space, the flying ship is.
Yes.
Let's see. How far away are you, my dear squid friend? He's all in vicious mockery. We're just gonna mock him to death, aren't we?
Do it.
You guys are.
Let's see, where was that one? I sent a good one to Anna. Hey, squid face. Is there some elemental plane of stupid that you came from? And vicious mock him again.
He got a dirty 20 though.
Ah, oh well.
Aw.
That's a good one though.
Anything else on your turn?
I think I may move, take Dagmar, and maybe start heading towards. Is it still like this big chamber? Do I still see like the basics, or did anything of the room?
The basics are the same, but everything's kind of made out of flesh, and it's really disconcerting.
I'll stay there then because I know that this is a safe spot. And then I shudder a little bit because of what the inside of this place looks like.
Insulted 6 ways from Tuesday. Roasting alive in his own armor. He abandons what he was doing and stumbles out into the space.
Shepard works up the courage to call after him and stay out.
Should have used the bonus reaction to reheat his metal.
Bonus action.
Is that in the spell text? Because I will do it.
Yes, yes. Heat metal, you heat the metal, and then as a bonus action, every turn you just reheat it till they take it off.
Excellent.
The bard I actually play in the other game, that's like his go-to move is stab him with a knife, then just start heating it up.
Brilliant.
With the disappearance of their master, the intellect devourers all start scurrying into various corners. Y'all are still on a ship hurtling through space, but all the enemies have left. What do you do?
Commandeer it and use it to destroy our enemies.
I was about to suggest that as well. Let's commandeer this one. You might have another ship commandeered from their naval fleet.
Well, I've never driven a spaceship before. I bet I'll be good at it.
You're not touching the controls.
I don't think anyone's gonna stop me.
But my dear, I'm sure I can persuade you that you will not be touching the controls and let the adults handle this.
The robot walks up to who is clearly the most responsible person in the room and says,
This is embarrassing, but I don't know what is going on.
Shepard looks concerned and he's like, well, what makes you think we do?
You just defeated the Mind Flayer.
Shepard blinks a few times. He's like, oh, I guess we did.
You even told him to stay out. It was quite
It was all a blur, the heat of combat, you understand. Shepard didn't expect to make it this far, so he's maybe a little in denial right now. What Mind Flayer? We're in the castle.
the sheep walks up and goes, meh.
It's only buying.
Yes.
I can speak with animals and ask it. And what do you say, Sir Sheep?
Well, you know, back when I was reading the excellent works of King Tetron, he recommended that when you are fighting mind flayers, you really should attack their minds. You'd think it's where they would be the strongest, but really, they crumble under any sort of psionic pressure.
Good to know. We must find some psionic cannons. I'm sure this ship is equipped with them.
That would be reasonable. Usually they're located on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we need to gather a scouting party.
I look around, it's like, does anyone else see what this place actually is? Or are you guys fortunate enough to see that?
It's a castle. It's a big, beautiful castle, and we're all safe, and everything's fine.
It is more of what we believed it to be. If it's a castle, it returns to the castle. If it's what you said it was, it breaks the illusion for us. For now, leave him in his happy place.
Dagmar, what are you doing?
She went back to the paints.
Do you really want to know what the paint is?
If it's the control, we are screwed.
Dagmar does.
So the illusion that had created the paint has faded. So like the courtyard does not actually exist anymore. The edge of the Great Hall is the edge of the ship.
Dagmar is extremely disappointed that not even a spacefaring mighty race would have some kind of interior decorating supplies around. Guys, there's not even paint.
Bjorn recreates the screen photo or painting.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna walk over to where the cannonballs were.
Hmm.
and take a look and see what they are now.
Those are real.
Huh. I'm gonna pick them up, like one up, and see if there's like anything hidden or odd about
Just a
them.
pile of cannonballs.
Do I see any cannons now?
No.
I wonder why these are here.
DM, you said that above us there is the sky?
I mean, there's the roof of the ship you're in.
Okay, so there's not like...
Presumably above that there is sky.
Okay, so then
So
there would be like a window or...
the Mind Flayer was the end of this adventure.
Uh-huh.
The rest is just wind down.
Okay.
You want to go see if
So-
there's an actual way off the ship. So, like, he goes to an exit.
Well, here's my question. I was going to look through like where the mine
Yeah,
was.
let's like go to a bar and have a drink or something. I mean, this was cray. This was cray, man.
Shepard's like, I need a drink after that.
Yes, a nice strong drink of ginger ale.
DM, are we adrift in the astral plane?
That
I
was
kind
a
of want
really
some
fun-
cookies.
That was a really fun little foray for a little filler episode with Bards.
I mean, that's got to be like a record for like a bard takedown of anything.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Just like a short rest, just throw
Yeah.
one dice and a bunch of bonus dice.
So
Yeah,
Dallas, are we stuck in like the astral plane?
No, you're in the material.
And then we all died horribly on the ship. The end.
Hundreds of feet above the ground. You just have to figure out how to land it. You'll be fine.
Okay,
Be fine.
good. So let's not jump out and hey, our thought
Yeah, we'll be
dictates
fine.
everything because the
Our
astral
languages,
plane.
we've got
Oh
this.
shit, I'm falling.
It's, you point at the robot, you point at the ship, and you go, "You fly this."
Shepard is a
Well,
champion yodeler. We are all set.
Champion, high quality yodeler.
I am curious if they were being tracked. How many vicious mockeries were there actually?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you were participating at home and keeping track of them yourselves, you would know that there were 5 vicious mockeries, the official spell, cast. Of the 5, only 3 succeeded, 1 by Cadence and 2 by Bjorn. There were valiant attempts by Dagmar, but they failed.
Womp, womp, womp.
And were there any particularly good quips you want to revisit before we call it a night?
I mean, I had somebody not playing compliment me on the invisible sword takedown.
The invisible sword was clever. I thought that was fun.
Oh yes, definitely. I didn't write down a whole lot, but I got a few quips in there for some peeps. I got especially from Elliot, what I need to roll to stop chasing the platypus.
Yeah.
Little bit about what would a plurality of bards be? We got a murder, a troop, a band. We got all sorts of things there. And Cadence asking if I do jousting, do I have to ride a horse? And Jonathan, I accuse him of being a chicken and start doing the chicken dance. Yeah, that was some good stuff. When Shepard fried the guy, Harrison said, "Hey, look, calamari," and even Dallas got one in of, he seems kooky but chill, referring to one of our favorite Southern idiom speakers, whatever that little word is.
Idiom, I think, is correct.
Idiom.
Hey, he
There's a
rest in
word
peace,
there.
since apparently he died terribly to the mind flayer.
Apparently.
Apparently.
So, Dallas, how does it feel to run a group of bards that didn't seduce anybody?
Oh, pretty good actually. So I've actually found in
Darn.
experience that bards, when you're not just playing for the memes, can actually be really like they're a very nice neutral spellcaster. They don't always have as focused of a role as like a cleric or a sorcerer. And so like they have a lot of built-in diversity, especially as you start to level up. So you can definitely play the type, but I've also seen some really interesting bards played, and I think we had a pretty diverse selection here tonight.
I will say, Dallas, I'm sad that the illusion dropped before my turn because I was going to try to seduce the king to actually have a spying and do something.
Eh,
I was goading him on for a reason.
It's not too late to play out that scene.
You got bad about using the king as a weapon there for a
And the
minute.
king magically came back to life.
Throwing the corpse at things. Oh dear.
Oh,
We'll weaken to Bernie's it. It's fine.
I have had a bard that was like his gimmick, so
That's a little dark.
that is a bit dark.
well, he's a bard fighter based on wrestling, so not that dark.
Dallas, do you want us to go through what kind of bards we are since we're a mixed group?
You can if you'd like. You don't have to.
Anyone else want to try?
I'm about to ask Anna to read us out.
I mean, I would be interested in knowing like
Yeah.
who background.
Let's go in order and give just a little bit about your character build and what you were thinking about it when you built it.
Which order? The Discord or the
Discord
initiative?
order, yeah, the Discord order.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so we've got Miss Dagmar here. She is a College of Lore, and she ran away from home when she was quite small and started adventuring just as a way to make sure she had a roof over her head and good company. And so she just collects stories and songs to learn and grow from, and she has aims of becoming a sorceress someday. At least that's her current goal, but as she is exposed to more and more fabulous fighters and other classes, she wants to keep those options open.
The Lily Buckle will greatly now as a College of Eloquence bard, which mostly means I have stupidly high mods to persuasion and deception. And if you want to min-max or power game, a tiefling works really well for this because I have racial abilities that already buff those scores. So while I don't encourage min-maxing, it is quite fun to be able to roll persuasion with a +7 and deception with a +7, and then the College of Eloquence feat of a silver tongue, or that's the tiefling feat of one of the two, which basically means I get to treat anything below a 10 as a 10. So 10 plus 7, 17 minimum. But of course, there comes with a trade-off. I am a glass cannon. I could easily buff this, but that's not fun. So I am built for utility purposes mostly, and I have a good solid 21 HP. That was quite fun indeed to go to certain NPCs.
What about you, Danielle?
Cadence is College of Swords, tap dancing centaur. And he basically came up as this, like, wouldn't it be cool to play a tap dancing centaur? And that's
I
pretty.
think that was a brilliant character idea.
Maybe I'll play her again at some point. I was gonna bring Sonata, but I didn't feel like de-leveling her.
What about you, Elliot? What was the idea behind Shepard?
Yes, so Shepard was the he was magna cum laude of his class. He would have been summa cum laude, but in the final exam he confused a post-ganglionic nerf. No, I'm kidding. That's a Star Trek reference. For anyone who's ever seen DS9. Anyway, Shepard's
Yes,
a College of Lore
thank you
graduate,
very much.
specializing in poetry and yodeling. And that's what he brings into his spellcasting. Because, yeah.
I
don't know.
think my mic was off, Elliot, but yes, I completely understood that reference.
Thank you.
Also,
We all love Julian Bashir.
when at higher levels, Shepard casts Tiny Hut, and it looks like that.
That is correct.
Best. It's so cute.
It's his panic cast.
Ah! And last but not least, Johnny.
Yeah.
I thought your character was very interesting. Give us a couple words on how it was built.
Yeah, so I went with I wanted to change things up. I play a pseudo min-maxed one in my game of a half-elf bard. So I said, let's have some fun. I go, let's make something that doesn't necessarily get played as a bard because of the whole bonus stats. I'm like, how about a half-orc? And then from that, I took the outcast background, so hence why Bjorn's not too turned away from the idea of eating humans. He's like, I gotta survive. The idea is he kind of got cast out from his weird, like, bardish ways of doing random stuff. If you've noticed, he tends to use, prestidigitation a lot, which intimidated people in his society, hence why he got to be an outcast. There, he also lost his voice. That's why he has a scar on his neck, so he doesn't have any choice but to be a mime.
Was a really clever character design. I thought it was very fun.
But
Very nice.
He was fun to draw.
All right, with that, would you like to read us out, Anna?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time, for a completely wild one-shot of D&D speed dating. We'll have a splendid group of hopeful contestants, and both of your fabulous DMs will join the table as well. Good night, you all. Stay safe, wash your hands, and wear a mask. You can check out our links on YouTube when we post this video. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell, good friends.